everyone, welcome to Spirit Slots and Sights. As you can see by my shirt, my son is in the Space Force. My husband is military vet or Army veteran. I married into a military family, so we have Marine Corps, Coast Guard, several Marine Corps, Navy in my family. So it took us a while to understand the benefits that you get, especially for at casinos. So I'm going to talk about mostly the two top brand casinos, MGM and Caesars. And I'm going to be looking down and reading from this because there's a lot of information. So at the MGM Rewards, military and veterans program is called the MVP program. You can get a special card that has that on it. It's available to all active duty, National Guard and Reserve, retired, prior service, and spouses. So when you get this card, you get discounts on rooms, restaurants, shows and attractions at all MGM resorts, not just Las Vegas. They do have a special MVP card, and it gives you an automatic upgrade to Pearl status. Pearl is the second level above Sapphire. The Pearl tier benefits, you get bonus slot dollars, free self-parking, and other personalized offers. So to enroll for this program, you need to actually go to a rewards desk. You can't sign up online, and you need to bring with you either your Department of Veterans Affairs ID or any other veteran ID that you have, your DD-24 or your DD-214. Just as a side note, when my husband and I tried to renew our cards, they wanted him to produce his DD-214. And most people don't travel with that. So we had to come back at a different time, and they had someone else that understood the program. And he had the actual veterans card, but I know right now, most of the time it's an online card that you can have on your phone. So there was a lot of issues with that, but or lastly, a valid state-issued ID or driver's license that has a veteran designation. If you're a spouse, you can also get the same Pearl tier level, which is what I have. Your military spouse has to be present, or you can have your own valid spouse military ID. I'd never had that. And if your spouse is present, both members, the spouse and the retiree or military member, have to have the same address on their ID. So make sure your addresses are the same. There is a website you can go to get more information on MGM. It is mgmresorts.com/military. I will post this up here so you can go and take a look at it. Now, going on to the Caesars. Caesars has a rewards salute card, which I will also post a picture of. You get automatic upgrade to platinum status, which again is the second level status for Caesars. You get complimentary self-parking and valet. Hotel discounts when booked online, you get 10% off. You also get discounts at casino gift shops, pre-sale access for shows, discounts on select Norwegian cruise line vacations. I have not checked that out, so I don't know how good or what kind of discounts you get on that. And also, there is an exclusive offer at the Atlantis Paradise Island in the Bahamas. As a side note, I want to let you know that we have checked into we've not been there, but we've researched online the Atlantis Paradise Island in the Bahamas, and there were mixed reviews. Some people didn't like it. They said, the rooms weren't good. So I have never been there. So make sure you do your own due diligence research and know what you're getting into on that. So the Caesars Rewards Salute Card is available to active duty military, members of the Army National Guard and Air National Guard, members of Army Reserve, Navy Reserve, Marine Corps Reserve, and Coast Guard Reserve, all veterans, and all military and veteran spouses. So to sign up for this card, again, you need to go to a rewards desk. You cannot do it online. And you need to provide a U.S. military ID or veterans card or your DD-214. And again, make sure your spouse is there so that they get the same benefits, which is platinum for Caesars. And then lastly, the Boyd. Vegas has some Boyd casinos, and I know there's some across the country. We don't go there often, but for their military or veterans card, their website says you get a 10% discount, which is available to military, seniors, and AAA members. And you also get 10% off rooms, but it must be booked online, and you must present proof of whichever, AAA, senior, or military at check-in to get that. I don't know, just to give you my personal viewpoint on this, whenever my husband and I go to Vegas, we rent a car, and parking at any casino on the Strip is about $20 a day. So when we found out that you get free parking, this is a great benefit to us. So to do that, when you check into the self-parking, you get a little ticket. So then when you go out, you put in your ticket, and then you slide in your Caesars or MGM card that is military. And most of the time, the gates will just open and let you go and say no charge. Sometimes I know the ticket booth also says enter your room key, but that does not give you the discount that we know. You have to use your military or your Pearl or Platinum status Caesars or MGM card. And be patient. A lot of these machines don't work. We have had several times where you're putting the card in and it doesn't work. So of course we have 2 or 3 cards between the two of us. So we're trying different cards. Sometimes one works, the other doesn't. We have had a time where neither card worked or none of the cards worked. So there's a little call button. So we pushed call and we explained that we are Platinum or Pearl status, and we'd like the military free parking, and they just opened the gates for us. So sometimes they do have people at the desks or at the little ticket counter when you're leaving your car. So again, be patient. There are, like I said, there are several times where we've had to back up and try a different exit with the gates. But if you rent a car or if you drive to Vegas especially, I know it's at least $20 a day for parking. So that saves us a lot of money, and we can come and go as we please. And a lot of times we go off strip to eat and to explore. So again, if we didn't have that free parking, we wouldn't rent a car. I know that at other MGM and Caesars properties across the country, I know there's MGM in Cleveland, Ohio. I know there's Caesars in Kansas City. There's also an MGM in Baltimore and several other places. As far as I know, none of those properties that we have been to outside of Vegas charge for parking. So, but that's a good status it's a good perk to have if they do charge parking. And also, like I said, you get discounts on hotels, you get advanced slots. So that's a great benefit. And I hope this helped. If you have any questions or comments, again, I will put a link for the Caesars and for the MGM veteran status attached to this video. So please, thank you for joining. I hope this was a benefit. Also, my last thing is if you're trying to get status, this bumps you up to the 2nd tier. So then you just have to work from there. And I will do another video that explains how to get more status and how for my husband, he got Diamond Plus on Caesars. But again, for us, we have used, and we pretty much do all of our gambling at MGM or Caesars. And depending on what's closest to you is what we did. For when we lived in Ohio, there was an MGM within an hour, so we focused more on MGM properties. Now that we don't have any casinos around us, we find that we get better benefits at Caesars. So again, just my thoughts. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe and come back for more information on spirits, slots, and sites. Thank you. Have a great day.